Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders all around the world. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live on YouTube, and this is Forex Trading Course 101. Remember, if this is your first time, we are not in the basic module anymore, we are in the beginner module. So if this is your first time, please go back to Stohastic YouTube webinar page and start to watch the lessons starting from lesson number 1. Hello Akos, hello Romer, hello Christian, hello Miguel, hello Hassan, hello Vincent, hello VA Sir. How are you, VA Sir? Hello Zuelius. Zuelius, do you need still that I answered to you? I have time after the class today, if you need to talk about trend lines. And everybody remember what we're trying to do. We are trying to build a strategy and or a system based on probabilities, right? So we are learning how probabilities work. We are trying to learn how risk management works, and the big one, the psychology part. Talking about the psychology, say it with me, I'm not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis. This is by Mark Douglas, and we are going to repeat this every day. Hello Macht, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. And remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide, and the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. And if you have questions or homeworks, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact. Okay, thanks. Is a yes or a no? Okay, thanks. Yes, thank you, or no, thank you. Which one is this? So you have my Skype contact and you have my LinkedIn contact. Hello David, how are you? Everybody, today, before we are going to learn how to trade support in a downtrend, we are going to first learn. We cannot trade support in a downtrend if we don't have our support on the... Yes, okay, great. Because we don't have support on our charts, okay? So what we're going to do, we are going to start from the number 1, which is... And we're going to use TradingView, everybody. You can use other charting software, okay? TradingView, NinjaTrader, what is the other one? Smart Trader, Trade Interceptor, whatever, okay? So I just open AUD CAD on the monthly chart, okay? Why do I need this? I need to see where are the bands, okay? So horizontal line first. Where is going to... So remember everybody, support and resistance are not lines, okay? Are not lines, are areas, okay? You need to learn that support and resistance and pivot points levels are not lines, but are areas, okay? So, and there is no right or wrong. It doesn't matter if you change your support, resistance, and or pivot points, okay, by a pip, it doesn't matter. So from TradingView, my upper band on AUD CAD on the monthly, it's 1.5566. So I'm going to JForex and I'm going to do the same. Okay, this is the monthly chart, and the first one, let's color code this like this and do it like this, a bit thinner, and it's so it's 1.55 let me check again, one more time, 1055, okay, 1055 we have, so 1.05566. so this is the upper band, and the lower band on the monthly is going to be somewhere in here, right? 0.76508, 0.765, so clone 0.7 508 if I'm not mistaken, 76508 somewhere, 508. Okay, so I'm going to, now I have the upper band. I have a question from yesterday class, how you use support on the sideways trend. Great question, I'm going to explain to you, Christian, just give me a second. Okay, and homework, everybody, homework if you want, right? Homework, draw the support slash resistance slash pivot point on every time frame, on every currency. Okay, starting from today, draw the support resistance levels or in the pivot point on every time frame, on every currency pair. Okay, and you are going to do this like we are doing today. You are going to start from the monthly chart first. Okay, AUD-CAD is just an example. You are going to do exactly the same thing on the other currency pairs. AUD-CHF, AUD-JPY, Euro-JPY, USD-JPY, Euro-CHF, whatever, GBP, CHF, NZD-CAD, okay? You are going to do in the same way, okay? Now, those are the bands. Now, what we are going to do? We are going to do, we are going to color code with red those two. Okay, why is that? Because those are the most important bands. Why is that? Because those bands represent the long-term bias. Okay, so the extreme bands, we as beginner traders, we are going to have the extreme bands like this. And remember, support, resistance and pivot points are not lines. Hello Santano, hello Annie. Are areas. Okay, now I'm going to continue. I'm going to take a horizontal line. So this is the homework. I'm going to use a horizontal line. I'm going to color code it differently. Something maybe like this. Okay, and I'm going to put it on the next. Let's wait, let's go slowly. Okay, so somewhere in here this is going to be the second line. Okay, so this is, yes, you can name your support, resistance, pivot points, whatever. Okay, you can name it if you want, right? So you're going to, no, I don't do this, but you can name it if you want. Okay, so you have resistance if you want. Okay, and down here we are going to have a, so this is the pivot point. Okay, you can name it if you want. Why is this a pivot point? Because we have the market touching the line from the upside down, and we have the market touching the line from the downside up. Okay, and remember, it's not a line, it's an area. This is what you should understand as a beginner trader, everybody. It's an area. What does this mean? This means that why this market reacted. Look at this week. See this week here, this is because resistance and pivot points and support are areas. Okay, are areas. But if you cannot color code and put areas on the chart, because you are going to have too much, your chart is going to be too much polluted. Okay, so this is here, this is a pivot point. Okay, and let's go back. So we're going to use another one, and we're going to find where the market touched many times with the lows and the highs, the another level. So this could be another level, right? Okay, I'm not going to lose time, everybody, writing it's a pivot point or it's support or resistance. Just bear in mind that you need to see where the market reacted, right? You need to see a reaction. So this is a reaction here, and this is a reaction here. So the market reacted also here. This would be another level of resistance in this example. So the market reacted here, the market reacted here. You know, the market, it's not a high, but still the market reacted here. Okay, and the next one we are going to draw the line. And remember, those are not lines, those are areas. Okay, and this is important to know. Why is that? Because sometimes you are going to put your stop loss or an entry order below or above the line, and it's going to hit your stop loss. Okay, and you are going to say, well, it hit my stop loss. Of course, support, resistance and pivot points are areas. Okay, I could be shorting the market. It's just an example. I could be shorting the market in here. I could be shorting the market in here on the 2-hour time frame, and I'm going to put my stop loss somewhere in here. And as you can see, the wick, the candlestick wick, touched my stop loss, and I would be very angry, you know. No, this is what we are telling you. Support, resistance and pivot points are areas. If we are trading on daily chart, the monthly are to be considered. Great question, Christian, and the answer is absolutely yes. But I'm trying to go step by step with you, everybody. Okay? The answer is yes. The same pivot points and resistance and support levels that you have on the monthly chart, you need to have them on the weekly, on the daily, and if you want, on the 1 hour, 2 hour and the other charts. In previous courses, red was a resistance but blue, green support. It avoids confidence in colors. Yes, Miguel, you can do anything. You can do anything you want, everybody. Miguel is suggesting to have resistance as red, support as green. You can do this, but I'm not going to do, Miguel. I don't want to waste any time, okay? Next, so where is the next? When the market touches and reacts. So this here, okay, this is another, so this is another pivot point. The market reacted here, the market reacted here, the market reacted here, the market reacted here. We have reactions. Passion, what is our reaction? Our reaction is when the market hits the band and changes the direction of the market for some time. Okay, so as you can see, the market went up, hit the wall, went bounced, bang, once up, bounced again, bounced again. See, the market bounced a few times, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is what do we mean. We say, oh, where the market reacted. You have a reaction. Okay, so we have all these different levels. Next, the market reacted here. This is the next. Now next, the market reacted where? Somewhere in here, right? And don't worry, everybody, there is no right or wrong, because those are areas. The market, of course, reacted here, right? And let me see, where do we have more? And of course the market reacted here. This would be a great pivot point. And of course the market where reacted somewhere in here. This would be the reaction. So as you can see, everybody, this reversal in here was predictable. This reversal on the AUD-CAD monthly chart was predictable. Okay, and it goes to all time frames and all currency pairs. Why was this predictable? Because we had this level in here. See, I don't have enough data, but the market hit the wall and reacted, it went up. And we have here the same reaction. Okay, the market was falling for a few pips more, but this is because it's not a line, it's an area. Okay, and do we have? I think we are done, right? We are done. And of course, yes, if you want, you can do it also like this up in here. There is no right or wrong if you want. Okay, just you need to know that there are some areas of support and resistance and pivot points. Everybody, what do you look what is happening, and we are on the monthly chart. What do you think is going to happen here? Look, where is the market? If you are in a long trade on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, what should you be paying attention to? Do you think it's wise to go up, to go long? And wise is a bad word for traders. What do you think is the probability of the market to push higher? Because you have a technical risk. The market is going to, as Miguel said yesterday with the tennis ball, right? The market is going to hit the wall, react, hit the wall, react, hit the wall, react, right? The market is going to have a difficult time. And again, maybe it's going to go up, maybe it's going to go down, we don't know. Anyway, remember, we don't know, we don't have the crystal ball, but if the market is going to go up, every time it's going to hit a wall, you are going to see a change in the short-term trend. Now, if the market goes down, we have a free fall, right? For falling, well, yes, it's supposed to go down, but still it can go up, right? It's just that the upper side is more difficult, but it still can go up. It can bounce, yes. Okay. So as beginner traders, and this is your homework, everybody, what we're going to do, we're going to copy and paste these levels to the other time frame. So Control C, right, and Control V. Doesn't work? Oh, it works. Next line, Control C, weekly chart, Control V, Control C, and Control V, and this is your homework, everybody. Control C, weekly chart, Control V, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. It's not that difficult, isn't it? A few more and we are done. Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, and finally Control C and Control V. Passion likes colors. He will use different one each day. Try not to get caught up on the color. He may actually be coloring blind. Thank you. Yes, sir. What if my 1 per 2 target is beyond the pivot area? Great question. What do you think, Santano? Great question. What do you think? There is no right or wrong. Remember, pivots are and support and resistance are areas. Okay? Everybody, why I'm not why I didn't move one more up in here, because if I do this, when the market comes up in here, right, then and I have another line up in here, then maybe I can trick myself to trade until here, and this is risky. Okay, it's just my style. No, it's not a rule. Okay, no, not a rule. Okay, but when the market, everybody, is going to come near the upper band or the lower band, right, there is no right or wrong. Wait and try to go to the other side. Okay, meaning don't go long in here anymore and don't go short in here anymore. You can use show on all periods, right click. Miguel, my friend, I tried this, believe me, so many times, it doesn't work. I tried this, Miguel, I'm telling you, at least on my platform it doesn't work. Thank you, Miguel. We can try, right? So let's try again. Right click. See, Miguel, I have show on all periods, right? Can you see, Miguel? I just click weekly, daily, and 2 hour chart. See? Nothing happens, Miguel. It doesn't work on my chart. So I need to do Ctrl C, Ctrl V. You can use clone chart and then change the time frame. Yes, great. It's easier. Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, and we are going to do so another way as well. You said, everybody. I can just clone the chart. So this is the monthly chart, right? And I can clone the chart, and I can clone the chart, and I can clone the chart. Thank you, Zoelius. And I just change, right, from the to weekly and to the daily and to the 2 hour chart. There you go. Anyway, the show on all time frames, to some traders it works. Okay, so we have the monthly should be here, and the weekly should be down here, and the daily should be up in here, and the 2 hour should be. So this is your homework, everybody, and you start, remember, you are going to start from, no, I don't want this. Let me see, how can I get rid of this one? Start your journey. I don't want to start my journey. You are going to start, everybody, from trading view. Don't do this, okay? Don't do this from the Forex chart. You need to take the first 2 or 3 lines from trading view or some other platform. Show null period just means that when you change time frame on the same chart, it will remain. Oh, thank you, Romar. Thank you. Okay, so this is the daily chart, everybody, right? How are you going to trade this, everybody? How are you going to trade this, right? And remember what we have learned so far. We have learned the market wave, retracement, extension, retracement, right? So from the weekly chart, which is easier to spot, right? Where do we have? So extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, right? And remember, who asked if we need to take in consideration the monthly support, resistance and pivot point? And I said yes. Okay, so this is the daily chart, what we have learned so far. Where is extension till here, retracement, extension, retracement. Let me see. Okay, so this was a nasty one, right? Well, here we were in a sideways movement, and then we have here extension, right? Okay, AUD cat is not the easiest pair to trade, everybody. Christian, okay, great. Okay, AUD cat is not the easiest pair to trade. So remember, there is no right or wrong. If you want to go long, right, what we have learned? Well, we have learned we have the uptrend line like this, right, and the market is making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, right? If you want to go long, everybody, because the market's making higher highs, higher lows, just remember that every time the market is going to hit resistance, in this example, something is going to change, something is going to happen. Okay, now let's say that we want to go long, right? And now we are on the daily chart, everybody. Okay, we are on the daily chart and we have areas from the monthly chart. Okay, now question for the beginner trader: should we go long right now? For the trader who wants to go long, should we go long right now? This is the question. We have a counter trendline break, everyone. Right? Should we go long right now? It's a yes or no question. And then we are going to explain to somebody else talking about the sideways movement. Okay? Can we go long right now? Or should we wait? And if you say yes, please explain why. And if you're going to say, well, we should wait, please explain why. Why should we wait? Okay? Now, what is the challenging part? The challenging part is that, and we are going to write this down. This is the challenging part in the beginning, okay? This is for the beginner trader. Every time frame has its own support slash resistance slash pivot points. Okay? But we don't suggest you to put all the support slash resistance slash pivot points on all time frames. Just have the monthly support slash resistance slash pivot point. Okay? No, wait. Analyze it first. Low probability, higher technical risk. Santano, great answer. Can you explain why? Want to see if it's bouncing back from support. Great answer. So every time frame has its own support, resistance and pivot point, but we don't suggest you to put all the support, resistance and pivot point on all time frames. Just have the monthly. Why is that? Because your chart is going to be a mess, right? But when we are trading the short term trade, short term trade, right? So I can put on my daily chart if the so I'm going to enter after the retracement, right? And there is no right or wrong. I'm going to wait for the retracement from the daily chart. I'm going to wait for the retracement, right? And this retracement, on this retracement, I can project, right? So this is, I'm going to delete this one, delete. So this in here, it's a projected past support. And as Eddington said, I love colors, so it's going to be orange, right? And again, there is no right or wrong. You can enter in here, yes sir. Can you win? Yes you can, right? But it's going to be a better trade if you wait for the market to come down to this past support, right? Or this past support. Okay? Now, why is the market bouncing right now? Well, we have another past support from the previous downtrend, right? See, the market is reacting to these levels, you know, these levels. The market is reacting to this level, right? But what you need to understand, everybody, is that the uptrend past resistance is more relevant than the downtrend past support. I mean, I said the contrary. The uptrend past support is more relevant than the downtrend past support. Okay? Price approaching monthly resistance, risk reward is at risk, said Santano. Okay? So this is what is challenging, everybody. You have all these different levels of support, resistance and pivot point from the daily chart that you are trading, or maybe the 2-hour chart, and the green ones up in here are from the monthly chart, right? Now, can the market go up? Yes, it can. The market can do anything it wants. Can the market go down? Yes, it can. The market can do anything it wants. But what we have learned is, everybody tell me at what level can we short the market? And this is the question. Let's see how much did you learn. At what, I want a number, at what numerical level it is okay, and okay, we are talking about probability to go short. I want a number, everybody. So if I'm not going long because I have strong resistance from the monthly chart, at what numerical level it is okay, and when we are telling okay, we are talking about probability, is okay to go short. Can I short the market in here, or should I short the market in here, or should I short the market in here, or should I short the market in here? On at what level? I want a number. If you learned from the basic module how to count probabilities, you are going to have a level that is going to confirm you when it's the time to go short. Everybody? Okay? Can you go short right now? Well, I wouldn't suggest you, because the market's making higher highs, higher lows. But even if the market starts to make lower lows, lower highs up in here, we learned in the basic module that not all highs and lows are relevant. Right? In the end, everybody, all of you are my teacher, I'm your student. Teacher, let's buy AUD on the daily chart, or let's short AUD on the daily chart. What is your answer? I want to make money, you know, I want to buy my Ferrari when the corona F virus is over. So let's make some money. Are we going to buy AUD teacher, or are we going to short? Meaning, are we going to sell AUD teachers? Christian says, let's see, let's color code now this in violet and something like this. This is going to be Christian. 0.484, 0.84500. Let's see. Short on 0.91, says Akos. Let's see. This is Christian. This is going to be what color? Green color. Okay, this is going to be Akos. It's 0.91000. Akos, my friend, you are, I don't know how to tell you this. You are not wrong, but you are, Akos, we are friends, right? And I don't know you personally, but so far, maybe I'm wrong, okay? Maybe I'm wrong. Most likely I'm wrong. Let's say like this. Most likely I'm wrong, but you are taking risky trades, my friend. It's double top. Yes, but still the market didn't make lower lows, lower highs. Okay. For Akos and everybody else, everybody, timing, okay? You see, okay, now, you have, the market is like this, you know, hit the wall, come back down, the market hit the wall, right, again, and you see double bottom, I mean double top, I'm sorry. You see double top. If you short the market in here, Akos and everybody else that trades like Akos, I know some of you, you know, your direction is okay, but your timing is wrong. Why is that? Because the market can do anything it wants. We don't have a crystal ball. And one great example, everybody, is Euro JPY. Euro JPY. Euro JPY. We look in here, everybody. You had an up structure and up everything, and you had triple bottom. 1, 2, 3. See? Triple bottom, maybe even fourth. See? Okay? So Akos, I'm going to tell you like this. Maybe I'm wrong, you know. Most likely I'm wrong. So I would say to you, well, no, don't short at this level. Wait for the market start making lower lows, lower highs. Okay, it's just, I mean, you can reject what we are telling you, everybody. You can accept what we are telling you. Okay, you can do anything you want. But if you ask me, if you short the market in here, you know, maybe the direction is right, but timing is wrong. You know, as beginner traders, everybody, you need to learn not to think, I know the market is going push down. Nobody knows this. Maybe yes, maybe not, right? So why don't you wait for the right time to enter? Okay? Short when the downtrend has its two higher highs and two lower lows. If we have lower low, lower high, it would like to see another higher high, then the price making two higher highs and lower lows would be great to go short. Yes, all of you are right. All of you are right. Christian said the right number, everybody. So this is the relevant low. And we didn't learn crowns yet. Right? If the market makes a lower low like this, it's going to crown. And I know some of you that are trying for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and you are not using crowns. Oh, Passion, but I don't like crowns. Me neither. Okay? Me neither. So if you are not going to use crowns, try to find another technique or tool or whatever that is going to help you. Anyway, Anyway, Christian, you're right, congratulations, this is the level. Okay. When would you go short, Passion? On the daily chart, it's going to be with the crown. I mean, I would wait for the market to make a lower low, as Christian said, wait for the retracement, and I would enter short. Like this. And I would pay close attention what would happen, what is going to happen down in here. Okay? So what we need to learn, everybody, as beginner traders, is the market can push up. Yes, it can. But if it's going to push up, you need to manage your trade. Right? Don't let your winning trade become a losing trade. This market from the monthly time frame, and from the weekly time frame is still supposed to go down long term, right? So if the market is going to break the first level of resistance, then it's going to go to the next level of resistance. And if it's going to break the second level of resistance, it's going to go, and this is the opportunity to go long to the third level of resistance until it's going to decide that it's time to change direction. Do you know books on crown? No, sir. Unfortunately not. It's just a simple technique. There are no, I mean, in my opinion, you cannot write a book on crown. It's just a simple technique. It's a improved head and shoulder. Okay, everybody? So we need to learn, this is a rule. When managing our trades, we need to pay attention to the rule that says when the market breaks one level of support / resistance / pivot points, it doesn't matter. When the market breaks one level of support or resistance, it is going to go most likely, no guarantees, right, most likely to the next level of support / resistance / support / resistance / pivot point. Okay, everybody, so Control C, let's go on the daily chart, and Control V. Where is? Okay. No, not this one. Not this one. Let's go back. Monthly chart. So Control C. Let's see if it's going to work. Daily chart, Control V. Do we have the text? No, okay, doesn't matter. Anyway. So everybody, when is the right time for the traders that want to go long? When is the right time to go long? Is the right time to go long right now? The rule says when the market breaks one level of support, resistance or pivot point, is going to go most likely to the next level of support, resistance, pivot point. Right? So where and when is the right time to enter? What do you think, everybody? And I'm going to help you a little bit, okay? I'm going to jump from the daily chart to the 2-hour chart. Okay? and let's say that you are a trader that you want to go long, because the market's making higher highs, higher lows, trade what you see, right? And now we are at stronger resistance from the monthly chart. Everybody, where are you going to see that the market broke the first level of resistance and it's going to move to the next level of resistance and it's going to react? And when are you going to see that the market is going to break this level of resistance again and it's going to go to the next level of resistance? I mean, you have quite an opportunity if you want, but as we are telling you, you need to learn timing. You need to learn timing, right? And again, these webinars are not trading or investment advice. You know, oh, I entered long because FXPassion said. You need to learn timing. You know, when the market breaks the first level of resistance and you enter just because it broke, you are not timing. So, I mean, you didn't learn timing yet. When we know 80% that support the resistance pivot point, it breaks. Christian, why 80%? Ako says 0.9130. Let's see. 0.9130 go long. Great. Great answer. So everybody, one indicator that is going to confirm you is that the market, right? The market is going to make a new higher high, right? But remember, support, resistance and pivot points are areas. So still the market can break this line, make a higher high and then can still reverse. And if this happens, everybody, don't be angry with yourself or with me, you know, oh, FXPassion said, because support, resistance and pivot points from the monthly chart are areas, not just lines. Okay? But Akos, you're right. So if I want to go long, I'm going to put a buy stop order up in here. Buy stop order up in here, you know, and I'm going to project my problems. I'm going to project my challenge, you know. What is the challenge? The challenge is that when the market is going to hit this area, it's not a line, this area, something is going to change. I mean, something is going to happen. And I need to manage my risk reward, right? So I'm going to put my stop loss above the candlestick formation. Okay? Oh, because we are not, yes, okay, I got you. Because we have never 80%, 100%. Okay? Christian and everybody else, remember that pivot points and support and resistance level are just one tool, okay? You need to have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. You need to have counter trend line breaks, trend lines, okay? The market wave, okay? The market showing you that's making higher highs, higher lows, right? Patak, I'm going to give you my experience. In my experience, Patak, and it's not a rule, I'm one of the traders that says volume in Forex is irrelevant, in my opinion, okay? It's just my opinion. You can throw it in the trash, you know, you can reject it, I mean, but I never won a trade based on volume, not even as an indicator. But you can do it, you know, no problem. If it works for you, okay, no problem, you know. Everybody, volume works where? In the what market? In what market you have tape reading and volume? I mean, I don't know, I'm not going to say, oh, don't use volume. If it works for you, use it, but most of the traders, and you can check with your friends, everybody, most of the traders, most of the Forex traders don't use volume. Most of the Forex traders don't use volume. You can check, you can ask your friends. The professional one or the student, whatever. Yes, Hassan, correct. Volume and tape reading, but let's talk about volume. Volume is in the stock market. It's one of the big indicators. Shares, yes. Stock, yes, sir. Okay. So talking about strategy, everybody, this is one strategy where I cannot put my stop loss above or below structure. Why not? Because if I'm going to put my stop loss above or below structure, risk reward is not going to make any sense to me. This is why if I'm going to enter this short-term trade, this time, yes, I'm going to have a short-term stop. Okay? Otherwise, I would suggest you, as always, and this lesson it's an upgrade. If you are going to take a short-term trade from the breakout to this level of past resistance or support from the monthly, this is your trade. Okay? Horse race track. Volume? In the horse race track? I don't know, because I don't know horse race tracks, but okay. In the end, there was a question, how do you... Okay, so let's... AUD cat. Somebody asked about sideways movement. Sideways movement, weekly chart. Everybody remember your homework, draw the support, resistance and pivot point, and Miguel and Zuelius tell you an easy way. Draw the support, resistance and pivot point on every time frame, on every currency. And try to trade according to this. Okay, so talking about sideways movement, right? Talking about sideways movement, I'm going to open a new chart. So we had a sideways channel in here, right? This would be 1 and this would be 2. Come on. Clone, where this clone? Come on. This was 1, right? And we have okay, let's take this one. Let's take this one. Well, when you have, everybody, an established sideways movement, and together, as we learned how to confirm a trend, this is what? You don't even know that it's a sideways movement, right? But now when this happens, now you have a 75% sideways movement. AUD/USD is falling now. Thank you, Akos. Right? So how are you going to trade? Well, easy. When you have the counter trendline break and when you see the change in the short-term trend, you are going to take a long trade. Okay? And of course, you need to manage your trade, everybody. As you can see here, the market didn't hit the upper band. Instead, it reversed and hit the lower band again. Okay, the market does this sometimes, but in the end you are going to do the same when the market hits the upper band. You are going to wait for the counter trendline break on this sideways channel, and you are going to enter when the market is going to change the short-term trend. Okay, and what is the challenging part? The challenging part is the stop loss. put the stop loss above or below the the highest high or the lowest low of the channel, right? So stop loss somewhere up in here, right? And clone stop loss for the long trade somewhere down in here, right? Why is that? Because if you would enter, delete, if you would enter a short trade, remember this is the weekly chart, if you would enter a short trade in here from the 2-hour chart, because you are seeing lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and you would put a stop loss above this most recent high, the market would stop you out. Okay, so always put a stop loss above or below the highest high or the lowest low of the channel. So when we are on this channel, we are not looking for support, resistance, pivot point. Christian, the answer is yes and no. And the answer is it depends on your strategy. Okay? You have different strategies for different market behavior. So you can have your strategy in a downtrend, and this downtrend is going to go sideways time to time. So it's up to you. Great question. It's up to you as a trader. Decide what are you going to trade. Are you going to trade a downtrend with the market wave structure and everything else, or are you going to trade the sideways channel? And every time frame has its own sideways channel. Okay, Christian, those are two different strategies. Okay, everybody, our time is up. We are 1 minute past. So stay strong, do your homework, and try to implement and learn. Try to improve your trading, everybody, with support, resistance, and pivot points. And try to improve your trading thinking in probabilities. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade with passion. This is FXPassion, signing off.